Look, it was only going to be so long before we're all like, Caitlin Clark's got to be back.
She better get back soon because out of sight, out of mind.
We all knew the WNBA would take a hit without Caitlin Clark, and now we know just how bad it is. The latest WNBA TV ratings are in, and if there was ever any doubt about the Caitlin Clark effect, well, now we're seeing it in full reverse. While casual fans are busy watching TikTok stuff, Angel Reese missing open layups, they're not tuning into actual games. Ratings are down sharply, and now it's starting to feel like panic time for the WNBA and its players. We saw the cracks early, but now the dam has broken. This is shaping up to be the biggest slice of humble pie ever served, and WNBA players, especially the ones who thought they had all the leverage going into the next CBA, are about to take a bite. And with the breaking news of Caitlin Clark's return, which I'm going to break down in this video, the contrast is about to become undeniable. We are about to witness history, and once it happens, there will be no walking it back. Let's get into it. But first, like this video to celebrate Caitlin's return. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, and all things WNBA. So the initial shock of Caitlin Clark's injury has worn off, and with her out of the lineup, it's been a roller coaster. The Fever dropped their first 2 games without her, including a rough loss to the then winless Connecticut Sunday. Then came a bounce back, a solid win over the upstart Mystics, followed by a dominant performance against the Chicago Sky. But just when it looked like they might be turning the corner, they took a tough loss to the Atlanta Dream. I'll dive into the on-court issues in just a moment, because they're having a bigger impact on the league than most people realize. But if you've been following the WNBA at all, you knew this was coming. The moment Caitlin missed any significant time, the league was going to feel it. And sure enough, we started seeing the cracks early. Ticket prices for the Fevers game against the Sky in Chicago plummeted once news broke that Caitlin Clark would be out. Prices started dropping like a rock, and fast. We had reports of families canceling trips, changing plans, even requesting refunds. And the moment those stories started coming out, you just knew the old guard would take an opportunity to complain about the new fans. And sure enough, get a load of this. So this is WNBA legend Sue Bird and her wife, Megan Rapinoe, telling fans to grow up. Brilliant move, right? These are the same fans who were about to skyrocket WNBA salaries after the next CBA, and you're mocking them for wanting to see the reason they bought the ticket. Let's be clear, these weren't seats going for a modest 10 or 15% premium. People paid hundreds of dollars just to see Caitlin Clark. And now, those same seats were being resold for under $10 in some cases. That's not a drop in value. That's a collapse. It's like paying top dollar to see Harry Styles and getting told actually Kyle from accounting is going to do a few covers. Okay, not that bad, but of course people are upset, but it gets worse. Are we really going to talk about respecting the WNBA as a business? Because if we're being honest, the league itself hasn't exactly treated it like a business either. At least not until Caitlin Clark showed up. For years, it's operated with significant financial help from the NBA. The Caitlin Clark effect, however, does not require handouts. She and the millions of fans she brought with her are the league's only ticket out of poverty. This is the moment the league has been waiting on for decades, and somehow they still don't seem to get it. You don't alienate the engine driving your growth. You fuel it. You protect it. This was an absolute watershed moment for the WNBA. 1.3 million fans tuned in to watch an Indiana Fever exhibition game, and the momentum only built from there, with viewership peaking at 3.3 million during the Fever showdown with the Liberty. But now, the contrast between that game and what we're seeing today without Caitlin Clark is off the charts. We've already talked about the ticket prices, the first clear sign of a shift in fan behavior and discretionary spending. But there's another metric the league should be watching closely, one that isn't often reported on, but tells a big part of the story.